if you ever been down here, like in South Florida area, in my city, in Miami, on South Beach, you probably be one of the ones that probably come down here during the summer, fall, winter, Memorial Day weekend, spring break, whatever. And you probably be the ones going to the clubs like Story, Live, Dream, what else? Ivy, King of Diamonds, all this other stuff. And there, you go there, you'll see your usual celebrities who love to come here, entertainers like Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Floyd Mayweather, the Money Team, Jim Jones, Cameron, the local like Trick Daddy, Trina, the whole nine, the kid, the caboodle. But I'm pretty sure that maybe one of the few of y'all have probably heard about the infamous PurpDrank. Well, the picture that you happen to see here is the man that happens to be behind it. That happens to be behind it. And as of the other day, he was in the court right down here in Miami, as it went down to here in the Miami Herald, because they had to get it first. Because the name Harrison Garcia, he's gonna go by the name of Cuban Harry. Yes, he's Cuban. Well, as you can see, I'm gonna just leave a link in the description. I'm gonna get right to it. The Miami man believed to have supplied music stars Lil Wayne and Chris Brown with painkiller spiked soda drinks is headed to prison for 30 years. A federal judge sentenced Harrison Garcia, also known as Cuban Harry, 4 months after jurors convicted him of armed drug trafficking. U.S. Judge Professor Seitz said Garcia's crimes were serious against the backdrop of a national drug epidemic that dehumanizes and enslaves addicts. I love how they try to use these words. Dehumanizes and enslaves addicts. Almost as no different than it is when Lil Wayne be drinking cough syrup. Or that scissor. It's the kind of conduct that is very much a scourge on our community. Notice how she says our community. But when it'll start affecting, blacks, she wasn't saying nothing about it. Just wanted to point that out. How they be so selective with this shit. Garcia, 27, remained calm during Friday's briefing sentence in federal court. So, as he said, I want to briefly apologize to my parents and your honor. Hopefully, I will learn from this. You got 30 years for it. Garcia, whose story was first chronicled in the Miami Herald in December, was believed by the feds to have supplied South Florida's hip-hop scene with the potent drink known as lean, while jet-setting around the world with singer Chris Brown. Federal agents say Garcia was a big supplier of lean, or sizzurp, which is what I mentioned, a powerful brew of soda and prescription strength syrup of promethazine with codeine. Variations of the lean drink has been popular in hip-hop imagery and songs over the past decade, with rappers, you know who I'm about to come up with, not just Lil Wayne, not just Young Thug, not just Chris Brown, Future too, Mr. Percocet himself, dropping odes to the concoction. Since then, Garcia's Instagram page, which basically have over 30,000 followers, portrayed a rap video lifestyle, proudly showing off garish gold chains and wads of cash, jewel-encrusted teeth, and many tattoos, including one of the fictional drug kingpin Scarface wielding an assault rifle. Well, you're talking about Tony Montana, because the real Scarface was Al Capone. Anyway, he was never subtle about his love of lean. He called himself Muhammad Ali. Really an insult, really, to the late great and my hero Muhammad Ali. And the CEO of PurpDrank sported a diamond encrusted pendant of a styrofoam cup and posted many photos of soda and cough syrup. Garcia insisted he was nothing more than just a junkie, not a dealer who tried to play the part of dope peddler on social media to build street cred for his hip-hop career. I had an image to portray to boost up my followers, Garcia testified at a pre-trial hearing in January. I guess it's just the music industry. Well, over 4 days of testimony at his April trial, jurors heard that Garcia admitted he sold large amounts of narcotics to Lil Wayne, received a $15,000 payment from singer Chris Brown for drugs, including lean. And that's him right there in court hearing in the famous orange jumpsuit. You know, orange is the new black, so to speak. And I was in state court, federal courtroom right there. Now, jurors viewed undercover videos of true drug deals Garcia allegedly completed with 2 confidential CIs posing as buyers. They also saw a slew of Instagram photos of Garcia showing off an arsenal of guns, 5 of which were seized by U.S. Homeland Security investigation agents. See, this is a lesson be learned. All you clowns that's out here, you know, y'all doing y'all little shit like flashing wads of cash and putting it up to your ear like a damn phone and showing off your hardware. You better keep in mind these people are also looking at this too. Law enforcement on local, state, and federal are watch these as well. Now, Garcia is also facing state racketeering charges in Broward, where authorities say he paid a crew of young men to bust into dozens of Walgreens and CVS stores to steal the pricey bottles of promethazine with codeine syrup. Yep, we had a slay of those going on for a hot minute. This is nothing new. They just made it new because they trying to put it all on Garcia because of his association with Chris Brown and Lil Wayne. So they trying to make a doggone story out of it. Anyway, his lawyer in the federal case, who is Gus Lage, said his team will appeal the sentence. Given that Harrison went to trial, refused to cooperate, and that draconian minimum mandatory sentences exist, which made 30 years and 1 day the lowest sentence that could be imposed under circumstances, we were pleased that the courts and the government agreed to the imposition of the lowest sentence available. But here's my thing. Why bring it out there now? But see, this is what I'm talking about when I say, here he is, he's smoking a roach. As you can see, he's very well dinked up. And he got like wads of cash putting it up to his ear like a phone. That a lot of these young guys, they get on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and they do this stupid stuff. You know, I don't know if his Instagram page is, he calls himself Muhammad A. Lean. But I tell you, well, he's gonna have 3 decades to think about it, about what he said and what he did. But it's like, but you know, but don't feel sorry for guys like Lil Wayne and all that. You know, for guys like this, they knew what they getting themselves into, and they knew what the consequences were gonna be. But you know, that is part of the lifestyle here in Dade County. That's the part of the lifestyle here in South Florida. You know, this is why you get a lot of these guys down here, like Lil Wayne, who basically is a resident here. Chris Brown, he's here a lot. Future definitely comes down here a lot, and a few other celebs. Because, like, how did they know about this? Plain and simple. The hip-hop police, a.k.a. the new COINTELPRO, is still out and about. They just evolved and morphed into something else. They never left. But let me know what y'all think about this story here. I'm going to leave a link in the description for us so y'all can see it for yourself. And I'll be back with another one.